What up, 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 what up? It's your boy AP here with Cobraha Village, here to talk about a new episode of AOT.
Doesn't get old.
Talk about that Rumble. It's here. It's here. We're talking about it. So like I said, my name is AP, Cobraha Village. Introduce yourselves. Let's go.
Name is Charles.
Hey, it's Julie.
I'm Max, and like AP said, this is AOT Season 4, Episode 22, or Episode 81, Thaw. And I didn't really like this one. I don't know. It's a little boring. I was like, we're not even going to do a video this week, right?
What?
I mean,
Ready.
I'm sure there's stuff that's vital, but it wasn't as memorable to me as the last two, especially. So I don't know, but I feel like y'all feel opposite.
I feel like we were doing one of these. It's just like we've had episode after episode of just craziness, and they were just like, all right, you can chill for this week.
Let's slow it down.
I think there's a lot of like, it was a slower episode. I think definitely there's a lot of like important things that were in there, especially the last scene. But like, and I think like there was a scene in the middle, where kind of like reiterated Aaron's intentions too, which was nice to see again.
Yeah.
So like, I think I sent it to you guys, like the clip about like, like Aaron was like, "Oh, I just want to protect you guys. Like, you know, I don't want any of you guys to have the Titan because I want you guys to live long lives." Mm-hmm. And I just reiterated Aaron's intentions or whatever.
Yeah, it made me want to rewatch that episode where they're taking that long wagon ride and they're all trying to decide who's going to inherit the next attack Titan, right? Who's going to eat Eren? Is that what they were trying to decide?
Yeah.
And like, it made me think like, what's going on in Eren's head? Because he's like, everyone's giving their
reason,
you know, their spiel about why they should get it, and he's like, they don't even know what I'm about to do. You know, and it's like, it made me think like from then he must have dropped a hint there saying, you guys don't have to worry about it. All I care about is you guys and literally no one else.
Yeah.
You know, so I can appreciate that because I did like that callback, like you mentioned.
I wanted to ask you guys. Oh, sorry, Max, you finish your thought first.
No, go ahead.
I was just kind of skimming through the first half of season 4 again, just to get those flashbacks to what, you know, they were doing on the island as opposed to what was going on in Marley. But I don't know. I feel like he was maybe trying to find ways to get around what he saw that he had to do. Like even the conversation about who's going to inherit the attack Titan, I don't feel like that's even going to be a thing now based off what he saw from his, like when he touched Historia. So it's just, and I think even in one episode, he was thinking about still using Historia. So I was just wondering if he was trying to think of other ways outside of doing what is inevitably has to be done. But I don't know if you guys felt the same or looking on it now. That's
really good.
So you're saying after he touched Historia and he saw how everything was going to unfold, he thought Eren had moments where he was like, how can I avoid this?
Right. Yeah.
I don't think he believed
I never saw that.
Like I think it was not until like, I guess I could say this, like it wasn't until like I don't know if I can say this, but like there was a certain point where Aaron's like, oh snap, like what I saw in Historia's memories are through touching Historia was real, and that point already passed.
You mean like that moment he actually touched her where he was like,
no, that was part where he first got the memories from the future.
Yeah.
But I think there's a moment in the future where he's like, oh snap, this shit's real.
What point was that though?
That was probably, I'm not sure.
I feel like it can't be a point that we saw, right?
No, we saw it already.
But I mean,
I think it's when, I think I can say it. It's when Sasha, I think it's when Sasha dies. He like laughs. And he's like,
oh, I forgot about that. Like he was
he laughed. Remember he laughed?
I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that like a lot.
I think I can say
I'm just like, he was just. I'm like, you really wanted to protect everybody, and like you really care about everybody on the island, like who you've known, and it's like you still laughed when Sasha died. Like, what?
Yeah, I think I can say that.
So you're saying he laughed because he realized he had a moment of clarity where he has to do what he has to do now, that kind of thing.
Well, clarity, but also knowing that what he saw was real.
I feel like I had to know that before then, though, to do what he did.
True. To go over there,
he had to know before that.
To turn the whole world against them, like the only other thing for him to do to combat that would be to have the rumbling so that he could protect everybody. Going in and doing what he did in Liberia would just put a target on all their backs. But
also, like, does he not care about the other Eldians, right? He just cares about whoever's on Paradiso.
I think he specifically said Paradis or Paradise.
Yeah, he said,
because he fucked up Liberia, which was an Eldian, pretty much an Eldian internment camp. Like, he could have done that anywhere else, I guess.
Yeah, and they touch on that in the episode too. Like Gabby and everybody else is asking. Even I think was it Annie's dad?
Yeah,
asking if this dude is gonna come and kill all of us. Like, yeah, he's coming to kill you. He doesn't care if you're not on the island.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that little hint over there. Like, oh, remember Annie and his dad? Still good heart.
That's true.
See, that was my thing with this episode. Like, you named it Thaw. We all know who we're thinking about.
Yeah.
And it just only refers to the last 2 seconds of the episode.
That's still crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my only thing. I was like, I know we just have reveal after reveal after reveal of episodes on this season. But that's it. Like, you hyped me up, like, okay, Annie. And then I saw her for a glimpse. And she was barely breathing. So it was just like, oh man, now I gotta wait.
I'm sure they did that on purpose.
That was my only take with it.
They probably just did that on purpose because they know everybody's expecting Thaw to be all about Annie. So
well, I guess, I mean, who's also thought Reiner's armor.
Reiner got thought.
The Walls, Reiner, Kenny, mad people.
Who else? Is there anyone else we're missing?
He said mad people, and I feel like that's probably
that's everybody. That's it.
Somebody else too, and I don't know.
Like, we had the what's it called? That Warhammer Titan. Like, I'm sure, but that's, you know,
everyone has that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of anyone who had like armor or something like that, or
I guess what do you call it? Falco's jaw or his face. His face has some armor.
Oh, is that a thing?
Has like a little bit. I feel like a little bit. Oh no, his claws. The claws. His claws. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's already back in, like, you know, what
exactly.
Yo, you think? Yeah, so Connie's mom, the new Jaw Titan.
That would be interesting.
I really don't. I really
Connie's mom.
Yeah.
I get it, but I hope that doesn't happen.
Connie is dead. Connie's gonna
like,
die. I
Where
don't know who's gonna get him. What's that?
Where y'all think that storyline is going?
I just know Connie's dead. Connie's dead. Like, this is a long time coming, man. I've been saying Connie should have died, Sasha should have lived, but no, this is how Connie's gonna go. He, you know, this is his moment of weakness, and he's gonna pay for it.
Can you blame
him? Or his mom is the new Jaw Titan. Yo, I swear, if she is the new Jaw Titan, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Actually,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it just makes sense.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
And what, he's gonna have to get
this has to move
her
the
to
plot
come
somehow.
and join the fight? Like, I don't, like, she doesn't know anything that's going on. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, BK, what do you think's gonna happen?
What, with what? Just in general, or
with Connie's mom and all that stuff?
Oh gosh.
I mean, I feel like they're all gonna go after it. I feel like Gabby, maybe Mikasa and Armin are gonna go after him, go after Connie. for whatever reason and try to stop him for whatever reason. But it's just like, it's like all this just seems so pointless. Like, what are they doing?
No.
Like, why are we worried about this?
No, it has to move the plot.
I think that's
somehow.
pointless. I'm sorry.
Huh?
What?
What you said?
No, I'm saying it has to move the plot somehow. Like, this can't be just some throwaway side story. So, like, they're heading towards Rugeko or something. I'm trying to picture where that was in like terms of like maybe where Aaron's heading or something, but
Or maybe
I don't know. I gotta see a map.
maybe that's where Hanji and Levi will come
Oh.
back into play. I don't know. I'm just throwing.
Yeah,
Because
what
they have
are
to come
they?
back somehow. Like, it's not done.
Oh, so
Yeah, what happened?
if they made it clear about where
Levi
they
and Hanji.
were in respect, like they came out the
They were
forest,
at
she
that
hopped in the
forest?
river. Right. Yeah, they came out that forest with all the trees. They hopped in the river. I don't know where that river's going, honestly. And then I'm just trying to remember if there was a river around the Beast Titan when he transformed that whole town. But nothing's really come to mind. But they haven't made it obvious yet. But that's a nice that would be a nice meetup.
Yeah.
And then that's the only way Levi is coming back to the story. Honestly, that's the only way. Otherwise, he's on vacation, man. I've been saying that.
This can't be it for Levi.
I guess.
Not like that.
I hope not. Because
Nah.
I mean, it's not like it's that terrible because he did kill all them fucking Titans that Zeke turned. Like, that's not a small feat, but maybe small for
True.
I know, but it was like premature. Like he's done at
Yeah.
the season 4 part 1 finale.
No,
That's
they
it.
can't do that.
They can't do that to
can't do
him.
it.
They can't. That's
Nah.
like most people.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be something, and that'll be I feel like that's the only way to get him back on his feet, getting that job. I feel for Falco, but he's expendable, Speaking of Levi, when Mikasa was doing her thing, I was like, I don't know why she looked like Levi for a sec, because her hair is a little shorter.
No, she looks a lot like
And then,
Levi
like,
right now.
Because like that one soldier who she protected all those years ago, who's like a scout now, she was like looking at her like, oh shoot. And that's probably that effect Levi had. So I feel like if anything that I could appreciate about this episode was like it gave me those season 1, season 2 feels, where it was like the power of the scouts, the power of Levi, but in this term, like passing the torch to Mikasa.
That reminds me.
Armin's farewell.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It was a nice touch. Let's put our comrades to rest. Let's let them rest in peace. Like when Sean said that, I'll give it that. What were you about to say?
No, I was thinking the same thing. Like just as you were talking about that, like it's their turn now, and they got to figure it out.
I felt bad when they had to put down Pixis. Like, damn.
Yeah. Who got that kill?
Armin,
yeah. Oh yeah, about that. Like one question I had was like, even though like I read the manga, whatever, like I read the manga, but like I don't know why Armin wasn't like in his form or in his
yeah.
Like he could have taken a lot of Titans out if he transformed.
I was wondering that too, but I was wondering if he was like scared of who else he would hurt in his transformation.
Yeah.
Or if he was worried that Eren would control him too. I don't know if that's like a possible thing.
Well, Eren control. I think it's known. Well, I think it's known that Eren can control people with or without them being in Titan form. Because when the king took the memories away, like he took away, those people were regular people.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, and even when Historia's older sister would take away her memories, like Historia was never a Titan. She would just like bump heads and take away the memories.
Oh, yeah.
But is it like mind control or is it just messing with your memories?
I think it's just general control over them, plus memory control.
Like
too.
Make them do stuff.
I think if they had,
I haven't seen that yet. Aside from the Titans.
Yeah, just like losing your memory. I mean, I guess
it's like
for humans.
For a second. All right, now let's back up. So Aaron has when he punched the Smiling Titan or Dina Fritz, and he made the Titans attack Reiner. That's different from the Founder's Titans' abilities to control people, right?
I think it's all the same power. That's not spoilers.
Because when he made him attack Reiner, it's not like Bertold or Ymir attacked Reiner either. But I know they're different because he has the Founder's powers now. Because I don't think you can.
That's what I was wondering. Since technically Armin's one of the 9.
I don't know.
One of the 9. I don't know if he would be considered something he could just control. But
yeah, I don't think he can control Armin.
And why can't he control Zeke?
Wait, he can control him or he doesn't want to control him?
Zeke's
I don't think he can. He?
See, it's when you ask questions like that, Chuck.
I missed what you just said.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I won't give you
it
the
was
answer
a
to that
memory
question. That's
I know Zeke. Well, then how come Zeke couldn't just control everyone from the start then? I think he can only control the
Well,
Zeke can control his Titans.
Yeah, he can.
Like Zeke has an imperfect founding, pretty much, like because he doesn't have the true founder. But remember, Zeke can control Titans to some degree.
He has his experiments.
With the founder, in theory, control almost every Eldian, whether they're in Titan or not in Titan form. I think.
I didn't hear. That was the first time I heard that. Actually, I think you misread your manga, boo. I think you gotta go back and read that chapter, man. I don't know. I never heard of that yet.
It's clarified later on.
You guys heard of that?
I can kind of see it, but it's like I don't think we ever really they really fully explained the full extent of that. Like I know like the whole memory loss, but it's just I feel like memory loss is different than controlling somebody.
Right. That's why I thought it was just memory loss.
Yeah.
Or like not memory loss, but just controlling what they know.
Controlling your memories, even if like it's different than like controlling.
Yeah. I didn't know it was actual like I'm gonna make you do this.
Yeah, I've only seen
like mind control
for when a person is in Titan form to control. But when they're in human form, I have Chuck. We haven't seen that. So
that's unprecedented right now. So sorry to all our viewers.
Everything we have not seen it. The founders able to.
I forgot. We gotta start with anime spoilers up ahead, obviously.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, halfway through spoilers in case you were wondering, and manga spoilers possibly.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I haven't heard of that, but I guess we'll see.
We'll see. Was there anything?
I know Armin's gonna have a big role with Eren. He's probably the only one who could physically try to stop him.
Oh man.
Just Annie,
not even like physically. Not even physically, but I just feel like
I'm trying to think like the size. Oh yeah, like size comparisons of the two.
Because I feel like physically, nah. I mean, even if you just think about like what you just think about like the Titans from the wall. Like if Aaron's just like, okay, I don't want you getting close to me. I could just like send these guys right here just to be like, nah.
Yeah, well, is he gonna mess with all of
them? But he has Armin has to come up with a plan. That's it.
What do y'all think? Like, what do you think Aaron's like? I know. Never mind. I won't get some. I'm not gonna ask it. I don't want to spoil more.
This is tough. I know, Charles. This is tough.
Man. Yeah, it's really tough when you know everything already.
We're in a tough position being in this.
It's really tough.
Yeah, because like I don't know, it was a good read. Like, and it shows like I thought it was a good ending. I don't know, but. What do y'all think that?
Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about the ending in general?
Come on, man.
How did we get there?
No.
All right, I'll stop.
Did you want to mention anything about Yelena saying like, why isn't Zeke controlling the Titans he made? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Before we.
Is Zeke dead?
Zeke is just being used right now. I mean, I don't think he's dead. I think they need his powers.
Actually, who knows? Levi has to eat him first, right?
He just absorbed. I think when we see Eren, it's gonna be some Akira shit where he's just like on the side of his body, like.
Yeah, I feel like it's going crazy.
It's gonna be weird, and maybe that's why he looked like, oh shit, the beast, right? So he's a beast. I wonder if Eren, that's why he's like on all fours, like. Maybe this is the dinosaur that Kyle's been wanting to see. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Some polymerization of all the Titans, you know, Beast. Who else we got? We got Warhammer, Attack, and the Founder.
I think you might have it right the first time, that whole like Akira thing where he's just like, he's gonna look crazy. Like, barely
He's stuck in there.
Any type of real force.
That or he's like chained up like in the coordinate pass area. But yeah, after like what Yelena said, you know, he's just obsolete right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just being used.
So we could segue predictions for next week.
I think Flock is gonna finally die.
I think Flock is about to
I'm
kill.
giving up on that.
I feel like
I'm giving up on
that.
I mean, yeah, that's what he's about to. That's what he thinks he's about to do, right?
No, Hanji is gonna do Flock. All right, so they're gonna. If you're gonna go off that, I'm gonna piggyback off that. They're meeting up with Hanji and Levi with Connie, and that's where Hanji is gonna do Flock. Hanji has to do it.
I'm mad he came in being like, "Oh, you guys thought I was dead, right?" Like, I was just like,
"Wait, what did he say?"
Just you remember how he came in that room and like I was like, "Oh yeah, hey, I'm still alive, everybody." Just like, you're wondering.
You're concerned, but like,
like
I don't know. I feel like he's there and going to be in that room for a hot minute, real quick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? I thought they cleared everyone.
No, he like has a gun to Yelena's head, doesn't he?
Oh,
yeah,
I think so. That could be boring.
Like putting them under citizens like whatever arrest or whatever.
Yeah.
Jaeger's arrest.
Right. Yes. I'm like, aren't you the only one in there? Like, I'm confused. And then like two of y'all, like.
No. So you think Flock's gonna die?
I don't know if he's. I'm waiting for him to die.
I just want him to die. That's what I want to happen.
I'm giving up on him and Yelena dying. I've been saying that every week.
It'd be nice if Hanji kills him though. I would be very satisfied with
Kill who?
If Hanji kills Flock.
My boy Flock.
Where do y'all think the main cast is going from here though?
I'll say that again.
Like Mikasa, Armin, like the main cast. Where do you think they go from here?
Like they're gonna be all over the place and then come up with a plan and come back together. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like they were still having that conversation. Like, okay, are we good with this? Are we not?
Yeah.
Armin's like it's too much, but it's like it's Armin, you know. But I don't know where everybody else is at. I feel like Armin's kind of like the only one really like, yeah, he needs to chill out.
Wait, how did the episode end? Like they met up with Gabby?
Yeah, they were talking to Gabby, and she told them about the hardening for Reiner, and that's when Armin was like, wait, and then they pan to Annie.
Oh yeah, and Gabby's like, we gotta stop this.
So then they're probably gonna head towards Annie then, right?
Huh?
They're probably gonna head towards Annie.
Probably.
Like definitely Armin is gonna be like.
Armin definitely. Armin doesn't have a choice, right?
Yeah.
You know, Armin has those leftover feelings.
Yeah. Berthold's controlling Armin. Armin seeing Berthold in his visions. Go to Annie.
You know what's funny? Like, I think this is a very minor point, but like I think like I don't know, Armin never really showed those kind of feelings towards Annie until he ate Berthold, in my opinion. And
that's a fact.
I think like I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff that's been like transferred, I think.
Yeah, no, like that's definitely what's happening. Yeah.
No, they even like called him out.
You know, like we all knew that.
Yeah, Aaron called him out.
Because he would always come down to visit her all the time. Like,
yeah, that was explicit.
Because of from his memories.
Julie, predictions.
Oh God. At least now I'm definitely not on the fence of what side Annie would fight on. I think Kyle had brought that up a couple episodes ago. When she comes back, like who she would side with, because pretty much she's gonna trample her, all like her dad and everything. So I can totally see her being on board to stop Eren. But yeah, they're probably definitely gonna meet up with her. I feel like Flock's gonna kill Yelena. I wouldn't be totally satisfied with that, but we'll see. And yeah, other than that, I really got nothing. I have no idea for everything else. And
I really want to see. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I'd probably rate it like a, I don't know, 6-ish. Like there's still, good info now. We talked about it, but it's just comparing to the other episodes, I can't put it above a 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Max.
I think after seeing Connie's behavior, he's got to go. So I think he's gonna pay for acting kind of. I'm gonna say it's a little irrational. Like.
I mean, is it?
Like, tell me, am I wrong? Like.
I mean, okay, it's like they're like, we won. We don't have to worry about anything, and he's just like, hey, I can save my mom. Why not?
The world
like,
is ending.
It's just like, how does this hurt us? It doesn't. So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, he's just like, I have a chance to save my mom. I get it.
I don't blame him.
No.
Yeah, especially because he's been going back for the last 4 years to visit. I was just like,
damn.
That's a lot.
I guess so. I guess a part of me is like, yeah, you could, just put her out of her misery, but
when he could do this instead,
she's still a person. I get it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's messing everything up. That's all. That's it. That's all so I think something's gonna happen to him. Something's gonna happen to him. Annie, hopefully. Hopefully we get some more Annie.
Rating?
Connie's gonna die.
All right, predictions, Chuck.
Predictions.
Yeah, Charles. In the scheme of the grand scheme of things, but this was like a good episode for you, or
in the grand scheme, I would say though this was like a decent episode. Like
just like
I think like there's a manga chapter that ended just like this ended with Annie, and I was like, oh shit, like what's she gonna do? Whose side is she gonna be on? So I would rate this episode like a 7 or an 8, maybe like
7 or an 8.
Wait,
I don't know. There's just a lot of like explanations and stuff like that. You get to see Eren's like reasoning and people like fighting with whose side they're gonna be on. I would say it's like a 7.
Yeah, I feel like that was the only thing we saw in terms of a little flashback to him. But other than that, I didn't really get much more explanations.
I'll say
there's like a bit of nostalgia. I like how they kind of did a full circle with the scouts. Like, this is what we were trained to do. We didn't forget any of this. Let's do these Titans. And they did it in a different perspective now. Not out of fear or hatred against the Titans, but let's put our comrades to rest. So with all that perspective and stuff, I would be like, okay, like I'll give it a 6 then. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it a 6 too.
Yeah. Andrew, what are your
considering that? I mean, well, I was saying Flock's gonna die, but then I guess the other prediction is that Gabby's gonna have to eat Reiner. I don't know how this is gonna happen, but I think that's gonna happen.
Some wine, gobble gobble.
Oh yeah, okay. Exactly.
All right, AP closes out.
All right, so yeah, that's it. Cobraha Village, we'll be back soon. Talk about the next episode, but we out. That's it.
All right.
Bye, guys.